Item Number SCP-3418 Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3418 is contained on-site at Outpost 3418. Personnel assigned to Outpost 3418 are required to rotate out every 2 consecutive weeks, with staggered terms. Personnel must be observed by at least one other staff member while sleeping, without exception. Personnel are to maintain constant surveillance of the Beep River and must retrieve instances of SCP-3418-1 on site. Unless SCP-3418 is present, personnel are to remain at least 20 meters from SCP-3418 at all times, and must not attempt interaction with the entity at any time, for any reason. Upon identifying instances of SCP-3418-1, the individual's family or present living company will be located and administered Class A amnestics, misdirecting them to believe that the person in question was killed in a mundane manner. 5 instances of SCP-3418-1 will be held for research purposes. The remainder are to be incinerated. Verify Security Level 3 Clearance. Level 3 Clearance verified. The Foundation is in contact with the Chinese government with a joint effort to prevent civilian movement into and out of the area. To prevent suspicion regarding mass disappearances, the 40-kilometer area surrounding SCP-3418 must be saturated with a Class B amnestic aerosol on a monthly basis. The local populace is to be monitored for adverse effects from the frequency of amnestic treatment. For each instance of SCP-3418-1 discovered, 1 D-Class personnel shall be apportioned for Outpost 3418 to ensure that the human presence within SCP-3418's area of influence remains at 200 persons or greater. Note: complete conversion to D-Class personnel estimated to occur by 20 beep. Description: SCP-3418 is a phenomenon occurring in the Beep River in redacted China. SCP-3418-1 are complete, recently deceased human remains which spontaneously manifest within a 700-meter section of the Beep River. In all cases, SCP-3418-1 have been identified. They have corresponded to reports of missing persons within a 40-kilometer area surrounding SCP-3418. These reports share a commonality in that the victim was abducted while asleep, with no witnesses. The cause of death for SCP-3418-1 is unknown. SCP-3418-1 exhibit abnormal decomposition and are not consumed by microbial, insect, or animal life, enabling them to remain well preserved without external assistance. In contrast to the apprehensive cell death in all other tissues, the central nervous system of SCP-3418-1 remain alive and fully functional despite lack of oxygen and vital nutrients, and is capable of surviving indefinitely. Due to the complete lack of activity in the peripheral nervous system, sensory organs, and other systems, all attempts to communicate with or determine the level of consciousness, if any, in SCP-3418-1 have failed. Electrical encephalogram and functional neurological imaging demonstrate high levels of activity. SCP-3418-2 is a massive aquatic entity which sporadically manifests within the area of SCP-3418. The entity resembles Bulgarius ureli, or giant devil catfish, and is selectively intangible, rendering it immune to physical damage or capture. SCP-3418-2 possesses intricate, faintly luminescent markings over its entire body. Additionally, its eyes are absent. The orifice is instead filled with pale green, opaque gemstones which emit faint light. Undisturbed, SCP-3418-2 preys exclusively upon SCP-3418-1, swallowing the latter rapidly and whole. If interrupted, SCP-3418-2 will attack and consume the responsible party, if possible. SCP-3418-2 produces small amounts of neutron radiation and generates substantial Cherenkov radiation when manifesting or vanishing. Addendum 3418-1. Timeline of SCP-3418 discovery and containment. 28th of April, 20 Beep. Reports initially surfaced regarding human remains in the Beep River in redacted China. Situation is minimally monitored by local Foundation assets due to lack of evidence for anomalous involvement. 2nd of May, 20 Beep. Coroner's report detailing abnormalities in the 4 recovered human remains is intercepted by Foundation personnel. Recovered items are appropriated by the Foundation, as are several newly discovered remains in the Beep River. Identity of the deceased successfully traced to missing persons in the redacted area. 7th of May, 20 Beep. Initial sightings of massive aquatic organism in the Beep River. Initial reports are unsubstantiated, but monitored closely by Foundation personnel due to proximity to another suspected anomaly. 11th of May, 20 Beep. 7 further human remains are discovered in the Beep River. Anomaly upgraded from extra-normal event classification and designated SCP-3418. Exploration initiative authorized. 15th of May, 20 Beep. Aquatic entity, now designated SCP-3418-2, encountered by Foundation Exploration Team. SCP-3418-2 successfully contained and transported to redacted. 17th of May, 20 Beep. SCP-3418-2 containment failure. 21st of May, 20 Beep. SCP-3418-2 successfully contained and transported to redacted. 22nd of May, 20 Beep. SCP-3418-2 containment failure. 2 personnel lost during breach. 25th of May, 20 Beep. Attempt made to destroy SCP-3418-2. Attempt failed. 28th of May, 20 Beep. Attempt made to destroy SCP-3418-2. Attempt failed. 31st of May, 20 Beep. Attempt made to destroy SCP-3418-2. Attempt failed. 1st of June, 20 Beep. Containment analysis of SCP-3418. 14 sets of human remains, now designated SCP-3418-1, are secured by Foundation personnel. Projections do not indicate viable long-term COVID containment. Preparations begin for depopulation protocol. 6th of June. Depopulation protocol 85% successful. Data expunged. 16th of June. No further anomalous activity observed. SCP-3418 declared neutralized. 22nd of June. Reports of SCP-3418-1 discovered originating from a separate section of the Beep River, redacted from the original site. 25th of June. 20 Beep. Reports of SCP-3418-1 substantiated. SCP-3418-2 identified. Data expunged. 1st of July, 20 Beep. Present contained procedures devised. Destruction of outpost. 3418 begins. Addendum 3418-2. Recovered materials. The first 4 instances of SCP-3418-1 were later confirmed to be members of the Children of the Torch, a Chinese occultist collective based on the beliefs of redacted and possibly engaged in conflict with the Shah Anomalous Culture Group. Materials recovered from the homes of the individuals in question were obtained and examined to provide insight into the nature of SCP-3418. 2 relevant excerpts from the appropriated documentation are transcribed and translated below. Shadow is born from light. Darkness is born from nothing. Beep is darkness. Beep swims in the vast and empty sea between light and shadow. Beep eats the flame of life. Flame swallowed by the darkness may never rejoin the Father. They drown forever. Beep. Date of quotation unknown. Possibly Beep BCE, approximately. Beep came from the sea of dreams. Beep came through the sea of stars. Beep came to the sea of our shores. It grasped our people in their sleep and drew them into its waters. I saw the pale flesh of our people. It was a lifeless prison of their flames. They were motionless. They could only wait to be devoured. When Beep opened its maw to consume our people, a light pierced the sky. Night became day. 3 hands reached out and engulfed Beep in a vast blaze, casting it back into the darkness. Beep. Date of quotation unknown. Possibly Beep BCE approximately. This is a testament of our actions. Glory to the Radiant Father. Beep hungers, and it eats without restraint. The Radiant Father slumbers. He cannot help us. He cannot save us. We must destroy Beep. Just as we are dreams in the sea of Beep, and we shall make Beep a dream in the sea of us. We shall anchor it to flesh with the sacred stones and expose it to the true flame. Written 25th of April, 19 Beep. Addendum 34183 Classified Records. Verified Level 3 Clearance. Level 3 Clearance verified. 6th of June, 20 Beep. Depopulation Protocol 85% successful. Remaining populace sterilized using Contingency 170 Cussif. 28th of June, 20 Beep. Area depopulated until 265% remain, which are retained to ensure localized containment of the phenomenon. Rates of SCP-34181 appear to increase at a linear rate with the populace of the surrounding area, suggesting that the effective containment might be achieved by maintaining a small local population. Observation of containment efficacy begins. 30th of June, 20 Beep. 1 agent lost during the night and later recovered as an instance of SCP-34181. Observations of SCP-34182 note a marked decrease in size when compared to its original manifestation. Reason for this change is unknown, but is speculated to result from the smaller depth and breadth of the river in comparison to the original site. Addendum 34184. Event 3418 Shunrun. Verify Level 4 Clearance. Clearance Level 4 verified. On the 12th of February, 20 Beep. A commercial fishing vessel in the South China Sea, 15 Beep North, 100 Beep Team East, investigated what was initially believed to be a sonar malfunction, discovering what is presumed to be an aquatic organism of immense proportions. Observation of the entity only persisted for approximately 15 minutes until contact was lost. However, the crew reported seeing luminescent markings and massive pale green eyes. Approximate longitudinal size of the entity based on eyewitness account and recovered instrument data is over 200 meters. The crew was administered Class A amnestics following interrogation and appropriation of instrument data. Analysis of recovered data later revealed a second abnormality. During the period of contact with the entity, the vessel's sonar system could not detect the ocean floor, despite the relatively shallow depth of the region in question. The data remains under study.